I wasn't always a rabbit, that much I can tell you. 2 years ago on this island, there were no rabbits at all. Just 4 girls, sisters, and a grumpy old man. Before that, just the grumpy old man. And then things happened. If you're guessing that magic was involved, you're correct. Being a rabbit was not a bad thing, actually, especially if a person liked carrots, lettuce, and other crispy green things. And fresh peas, perhaps the most perfect food on earth. Not the kind that come in a tin and look like droppings. Maybe being a rabbit was even better than being a girl. I had learned to be a good rabbit after all. I don't know if I was a very good girl. Now there were choices to make. If I stayed a rabbit, I could stay with the old man. We called him the magician. And find a way to save the island. This was the hope that lulled me to sleep each night and greeted me when I awoke each morning. If I didn't remain a rabbit, well, that created all sorts of new problems. The biggest problem would soon return to the island with big words like future and destiny and plans to take me away. That problem's name was the boy. When the boy arrived, I wasn't in the safety of my burrow. The magician had planted quite a spring garden of sweet peas and miniature radishes, bless him. I have already spoken of the deliciousness of fresh vegetables, I know, but sometimes once is not enough. Unless there is broccoli in your garden, which I certainly hope there is not. Everyone knows broccoli is stupid. Why it even exists, I don't know. They weren't coming up easily, the radishes. Instead of slithering nicely out of the moist dirt, they hung on to thick glops of mud. "Ah, Albie, look at your paws, covered in filth. That isn't like you," the magician said when he spied me radishing. A rabbit enjoys dirt, of course, but mud is another thing altogether. Yuck. "You see, Albie, it's getting worse," he said. "We're sinking. Soon we'll be knee-deep in mud, and then—" His words dangled. The magician sighed deeply, the breath rattling out of his old bones, and he walked back toward the castle. I was going to need a new burrow, and quick. I'd need a safe place to hide from that wretched boy. On the other side of the castle was a hill that was still high and dry. It would do nicely. As I dug my new home and gathered carrots to snack on, I found myself thinking about my old home in Cork and all of the things I loved and missed. I remembered Mum brushing out the tangles in my hair, whispering kind things in my ear to distract me from the tugging and pulling. "Don't fuss, Albie," she would say. "You're stronger than you know." Or Papa giving me my first slingshot, teaching me to aim strong and true. He was the one who gave me my nickname, Albie. He said that Alberta was stuffy. Apparently Mum had picked the name, but I didn't hold that against her.